Well, hello and welcome. It is that time of the year again, the 2023 Taipan City Coast GP Series. My name is Jody Shields and we are down at Mannering Park Sailing Club. We've moved location from Toukley last year. We're up in Mannering Park, but unfortunately, the news isn't that great. There's no wind, which seems to be the order of the day for any sailing regatta that we seem to be having anywhere in the world. It's just been plagued by no wind. But anyway, we're gonna crack off and have a go at getting some racing in. These guys are pretty keen. There's going to be some short, sharp races. Like I said, we're down here at Mannering Park. I'm going to flip the phone around so you don't see my buff head at all. And we're right down the very southern end of Lake Macquarie, where they're building this big building over here. I believe they're solar candles. For when they cut the power stations off, those candles are going to radiate the heat and generate electricity for the whole of New South Wales. So that's pretty cool. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, we've got 12 boats entered, I believe. I heard 13, but I can't quite pick who the 13th was. So we're going to run with 12. Actually, 13. We do have 13. Sorry about that. We definitely have 13. So in the fleet, we have number 1 is Mark Colcliffe. Number 2 is Mick Colcliffe. Number 3 is Davey Young. Number 4 is Peter Goldie. Number 5 is Ethan McAuliffe. Number 6, and this is on their bow numbers, just so you don't get confused with their sail numbers. Number 6 is Rowan McAdam. Number 7 is Craig Harden. Number 8 is Ash Johnson. Number 9 is Big Stevie Ramsden. Congratulations to Steve and his lovely wife, just had a baby. Number 3, a little girl in February, and Steve's been lucky enough to escape the rigours of home life to come up here for the weekend. So congratulations to Steve and his lovely wife. Number 10 is Brad Ashmore, nicknamed the Newbie. Number 11 is Dave Hillier. Number 12, there we go, we've got 3 minutes to go, is Sam Breton, the Glamour Boy. And number 13 is Mark Braithwaite. So that's who we've got in the fleet. And as usual with the Taipans, we're going to have a little reach and start, but have a look at the breeze. It's pretty pathetic. Nor'wester trying to build, but it's not looking promising. But anyway, there's the start line there, between there, and then they're going to go out to the little markers over here. Downwind right in front of the club, back up, down, back up, and reach into the finish. They're going to try and get off about 4 to 5 races today. Normally it would be pretty exciting. Bit of boat-on-boat crashing in action, but unfortunately with this breeze, it's pretty light, so I can't see too much high-speed action going on. A couple of guys out learning the sail on an old Maricat. Here we go, AP down. So we're within 3 minutes. How'd you go on that shed?
I don't know how to do it.
Just hold that up there for me for a sec. Young Bailey, the boat driver, doing some work for us. Have a chat, Bailey. What do you reckon? You're local, mate. What's the conditions going to be like?
Oh, yeah, it could swing and get a bit more breeze, but I don't know. It's looking a bit light up top in the bay. But, yeah, don't know. Couldn't tell you really. Don't tell you much.
That's the world's worst bloody pathetic weather report. How long have you lived down here for?
Oh, too long.
You don't look outside your bedroom. You've got to look outside your bedroom, mate. Check out the window. There it is. Righto, there we go. 3 minutes. 3 minutes to start of race number 1. Have a look and see what's happening here. Okay, so we're sharing that. Share now. Righto, there's you. And there's me. We're swapping phones. Thanks, Bailey. Thanks for nothing, really. But anyway, the world's worst weather reporter. You definitely know Tim Bailey. You don't even know who Tim Bailey is. He was a weatherman from Channel 10.
Oh, okay.
But you'll know Tim Bailey. But Anyway, so, like I said, we've got 13 people out in the Traveller Series. Guys come from Wagga, Stevie Ramsden all the way from Wagga. Heap of guys from Nelson's Bay have come down, people from everywhere, just to get their boats on the water. Some guys haven't sailed all season, or winter, sorry. And literally this is their first hit out, so 2 minutes to go. And we're inside the racetrack here, Bar, so we need to be behind that orange marker there, mate. And reach start, as in sail GP type land. Hopefully these guys can keep their wings in the air. Bit unfortunate the Kiwis have had a bit of a drama in the last series and can't race in the next one, which is the breaking news for today. The Kiwis will be out of Taranto, so that's a bit sad for them. But anyway, let's focus on the Taipans. Single person boat with trapeze, very powered up bits of gear. And I believe to put a new one of these on the water now, it's just a little bit, keep going back, a little bit underneath 30,000 bucks. So they're not cheap. But considering alloy mass and fairly 1 minute, fairly basic little setups, it's still a fairly expensive little boat. Anyways, we've got Mick Colcliffe here, right on the line. He's in irons with a minute to go. And he's got a little bit of a drama happening there. Number 6 down here, Rowan McAdam, looks good to me. Nice and low, coming into a puff. Mixture's clearing some weed, possibly. He's a bit of a guru in these things, so he knows what he's doing. He wants to get down the bottom end of the line, possibly. That's one way to do it. I'll patch his brother Mark. And that boat over there, Oz 151, bow number 1. It's called patch because it's literally 2 boats put together to make 1 boat. Number 9, Stevie Ramsden, the Reach Master, coming in hot. How's your timing, Stevie? They're all coming in a bit early. Everyone's going up nice and high to the top end of the court boat, top end of the line, and racing. So Stevie Ramsden right in the middle of the course. Good start there, powered right up. Well, we've got a couple of blokes trying to fly holes here. Still no one out on the wire, so breeze-wise is still very, very light. Worst start goes to Ash Johnson back here. Had a shocker, Ash. You're not going to win a race start like that, matey. Anyway, we'll go up and it's that man, Patch. Mark Colcliffe, bow number 1. First boat around the first mark. Chased hard by boat number 2, which is his brother. And then Stevie Ramsden. So Stevie Ramsden going nice in a low mode. So the brothers, 1 and 2. First and second round the first mark. And if we stick with them, there's a good chance they're going to cause a bit of chaos. They don't mind smashing into each other, these pair. The family dinners would have been quite, you got this guy here, quite interesting. So it's a bit of a boring old trip down here now. All the way down to the bottom gate, which is right down at the right in front of the club. This guy here's decided to drive and get the hell out of here, but I think he's a bit lost. Anyway, here we go. Bit of a slow burn down to the bottom. Here's Mark Colcliffe here. Actually, there might have been hole number 12 with the number thrown off the front already. It was indeed. It was second round at top mark, and that was our mate's Sammy Bread. So Sam's a bit of a smoky, they reckon. They do call him the Glamour Boy. The nicknames were all given by Mark Colcliffe, so I apologise if anyone gets offended by the nicknames, but it's not my fault. Glamour Boy is coming in super hot over the top of Mark there. Mark led at the top, Glamour Boy second, and it's pretty much status quo. Ethan McAuliffe, young fella. Desperado's his nickname. He's done a right job and early in getting down into this bottom mark. Now they've got a decision to be made. Bottom gate, which way will they go? Mick looks like he's going to bail out and go to the right. Ethan's trying to soak down, get on the inside. He's got the inside running there. That was Sammy Bread, and Sam's going to hit him if he's not careful. Oh, a bit of boy room there. A bit of boy room required. Young Ethan in around Sam. Just give him enough room. to get down. So we've got a bit of a split here. We've got half the fleet going to the right-hand gate, trying to find a bit of pressure. And I like what this young fella is doing out here. Nice pressure out to the right-hand side of the course, looking up. We're actually out on trapeze. That's how light he is. And fully powered up. So are the guys to the left now, but they've got to come off that shore, which could be a little bit interesting. Anyway, 3, 4 boats have come over this side. They're all throwing their heads over the shoulders, looking about to see what's happening. Seeing what the guys to the left have got. Mark Colcliffe leading from that left-hand side, fully powered and lifting, which he wouldn't be liking because he's going to have to tack and come out on a knock. Pressure looks like it's on the right-hand side of the course at this stage. So we'll follow these guys. For those of you playing at home, Mark has tacked, and a nice tack too, and he's right on the bottom end of a pressure line, and he's out of trapeze. So if he can hold that, he's looking quite all right at this stage. Young Ethan's looking over his shoulder, classic catamaran racing. Look over the back shoulder to see whether you can see the top mark, and that's your lay line. Simultaneous tack there with Mick. And the Glamour Boy, number 12, Sammy Bredney, tacked as well. So Ethan's done a nice job on that tack, but it's all Mark. Went the right-hand gate at the bottom, and he's come out of there quite well. Does have to do one more tack to a drifting top mark. There he is through the gate. Sorry, that's right. They've got a gate to contend with up here. So he's chosen right-hand gate on the downwind. He's put about 3 boat lengths out on Ethan there. So well done, Mark, on patch. Mick's come back to second. Close cross here between Mick and looks like Dave Young. Can Dave tack on the inside of him? Oh, he's taking his stern. No. Too early for shenanigans. We've got a yacht cruiser right through the middle of this fleet, just to add a little bit more spice. Mick Colcliffe rounding third. Dave Young, sorry, rounding fourth. Dave Young was third, and he's jibed straight away. So, it's Stephen Hanson. Right-hand gate and tacking right to the outside. So the guys who went to the top right have pretty much jibed straight away. They want this left-hand side or shore side of the course. But as you can see, it's very light. Very, very light indeed. There's Mark just in front of the big power generator. One of the beautiful coal burners we have, so we can turn our lights on. Down here at the bottom end of Lake Macquarie, New South Wales. Have a go at it. What a glamour day. Where else would you rather be? Ant Richards is watching. Why aren't you here, Ant? You should be here. We're missing you, mate. You would have revelled in these conditions. Mark, is absolutely thrilled about this run. He is very fast. Remember, he's got 2 boats underneath him. Hole 149 and hole 150. I think hole 149 is the port hand side and hole 150 is the starboard hand side, and he turned them into 2 boats into one. Okay, close cross here. Mick's not looking. And the Glamour Boy just calling him out. Late jibe now. He's in a bit of drama with Mick underneath him. Okay, Mark down around the bottom. Mark on his way. He's got to get to the top and then through to the finish. Young Ethan's decided to split. Well, watch this race here. What are these boys going to do? Mick's looking at the gate. He wants to jibe, I think, till it gets thrown. Out all gets on. Glamour Boy wants to follow him. Watch these fellas here. No, they're going to split. So Mick's going right. Glamour Boy's going left. We'll go up towards the top, mate, catch these guys, catch the extension. So there's the split. Mick's gone and Ethan have gone to the left. Our leader's gone out to the right, which didn't pay in the first work. You see Ethan just out here, he's just starting to trapeze. He's not quite on the foot out on the side of the hole, but he's definitely hooked up behind the hole, so it looks like he's getting a lot more pressure than what Mark is over there. Mark's tacked, so all they got to do is tack to the top mark and into the finish. So we'll go over and we'll follow Mark because it looks like he's the closest. He's gone over there and got an absolute glamour on that right hand side. So Mark Colcliffe on the patch, landed at the top mark for the first time, held his nerve. And if you notice, he's got a streamer up the very top of his mane there. That's in honour of his mum. Unfortunately, his mother passed away last week, so condolences to their family. And the two boys are carrying a ribbon in her honour, which is a really nice touch. And he might get a little bit emotional here winning this first race in her honour. Young Ethan's doing something about it. He's coming across here hot. He doesn't have to tack. Mark does have to tack. So he's going to slam one right in his face, but Ethan's definitely coming in with a lot of boat speed, and he'll go straight around the top side of him. So here it is. It's the reach on into the finish. And Mark didn't pay in the first work, and it hasn't paid in that second one. Ethan learned his lesson, and he's come over. The tack hurt Mark, having a tack at that top mark. There it is, Ethan's second all-gut race. And he's going to get the first bullet of the 2023 City Coast Plumbing GP Series here at Mannering Park. There it is. All right, let's go and have a chat to Mark. Any action up behind, a little bit of racing. The RCO's there. Can't have regattas without RCOs. Let's go and have a quick chat to him. Mark, you led, mate, from the start to the bottom, to the top, to the bottom again, and then lost it at the top, mate. That one tack just hurt.
Yeah, I decided to come out this way and it didn't pay. Obviously more pressure on the shore. I'll know that for next time.
Well, yeah, you went to the shore on that first work, and young Ethan come out here and he bashed you.
Yeah.
And you swapped the roles in the second one. So, mate, I was just mentioning about the ribbon. You want to tell everyone? I mentioned it, but
my mum passed away last Sunday, so Michael and I are both carrying ribbons for our mum. Hopefully she's with us today on the water. Doesn't look like it at the moment because Ethan just kicked my butt.
you'll be right, mate.
We'll be fine. It's the first. Thanks, guys.
Well done, mate. Well done. And Mick down here. Let's go and have a quick chat to Ethan. So you can see it's a fairly big spread. It's probably only a 10-minute race, and the fleet spreads out. So there's Ethan, and yeah, the front boys are fast. These back boys, you just get caught out a little bit. Big Steve Ranson's got a few kgs on the rest of the fleet, so he wouldn't be liking this light stuff. Young Ethan, local bloke. You got lucky, mate. Second all race until the last week. You decided to go on the shore, and you got him on that tack at the top mark. That's exactly right, mate. So, what do you think? You like this format?
Yeah, no, I love it.
You love it?
Wish we had more wind.
Yeah, exactly right, mate. I want to see about another 20 knots, but anyway, it is what it is.
Tight race.
Tight racing, and it's a good way to blow the cobwebs off out of winter. So there you go. That's race number one. We just got the stragglers coming over, finishing now. They'll pretty much roll it straight into another start. They won't give them any resting. But one thing you do need to do, which I've learnt over the years, is you need to do that sound. Crack one of these, because nothing's better than being on the water for the day and having a beer. Where's your beer, mate? The glamour man. What do they call you, the glamour boy? No idea at all, or you just hiding behind you, just don't want to know? Ah, the smart ass coal cliffs. Righto, there you go. There's the last man over the line. Sorry, second last. Geez, they're spread out, these boys. So we have Ethan leading the 2023 GP series. He'd want to hope that the breeze dies in the arse now and no more racing, then he's the champ.
I can do it. I can do it.
Have you got one in ya?
I can do it.
Well, if you didn't get parked up at the start, mate, you would have been right. You're going backwards with 20 seconds to go. There we go. Number 11 is the lucky last contender over the line. And that's Dave Helliar, the Sea Dog. So shout out to Dave. Do better. Don't be last again, Dave. Or you'll have to shout the fleet. If you last 2 races in a row, you've got to shout. Is that right?
That's right.
That's a new rule that I've just introduced. Great Northern. Anyone from Great Northern out there want to sponsor me? Just a bloke in a boat. Anyway, we'll go back over towards this start. So that was pretty much perfect, young fella.
You want to start from top now? How do you get there?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And we're going to start at the top end. The RCOs will roll this over pretty bloody quick. Dying, fading breeze out here in Mannering Park. Just hold that for a second, young man. Have a chat about what you thought of the race.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty ordinary. Bit ordinary. Not many contacts. Not many port starboards, nothing.
No port starboard.
Nothing, just nothing. Not much from the coal cliffs. Just getting ready for a start now. 2 minutes ago nearly. Everybody's sitting back pretty far. Oh, what jokes do we want?
Got any short jokes, clean jokes?
Not really. Not any clean jokes.
Got a plug for your employer?
No.
Best boat builder in Australia. What's his name?
Brett Beer Monsters.
There you go. Need a boat built. Get the Brad Munstermobile. Our hard-working RCO crew here. We'll be on the other side of the start boat, and then we'll follow them to the top end. Just huddle along beside them, and then we'll go from there. So it's a bit hard to wind this up. Sorry for the delays in comms. I'm just getting rid of my Great Northern can. The quicker you drink them, the less time they've got to get hot. Unfortunately, it's very light conditions. If you've just joined us, we're down here in Mannering Park, southern end of beautiful Lake Macquarie, for the 2023 City Coast Plumbing Taipan GP Series. So an annual event that these guys put on just to blow the cobwebs out. A couple of sprint races and little short format of Windward Lures, reach start, reach finish. We've had varying conditions over the years. We've had rain, we've had wind, we've had no wind. We've had everything, and today it looks like it's going to be one of those no wind days. So we've got Mick Colcliffe here. He's talked it up before. He said this one's his after his pathetic start in race number 1, going backwards at 20 seconds to go. He's in there early again. He likes getting in there early. He loves getting in there early. He's washing off speed. He's got to pull the trigger. A couple of guys from way back They're coming in hard. He's going backwards. He's done it again. Oh, Magoo. You've done it again. What a pelican. Anyway, it's Mark Braithwaite very early. That's a 360 for you, young fella. I don't think he understands the concept of starts. He's the guy that won from last week. Everyone's early. Number 1 was over. 6 was over. General recall. General recall. Do you understand the concept of starting, you blokes, or what? That was pathetic. That was harsh. That was harsh. It was about 3 guys definitely over. Mark Braithwaite was about 40 seconds over. Mark Colcliffe pushed hard. Just plays to the Glamour boy on Sammy Bredden. He went with him. My lady was going backwards. You can tell they've had an off-season, these guys. Number 6 here, Rowan McAdam, going to split his in half. Nice looking boat, that Rowan. Breeze-wise, looks like we're in a fading left-hand breeze here. So the forecast was for about 10 to 12 out of the northwest. Very hot, probably 27, 28 degrees here on Lake Macquarie. So there's a good chance we could get some breeze, but unfortunately not. Oh, there's a bit of conjecture. There's both saying Peter Goldie reckons it should have been an individual. He's blowing up deluxe. Black flag him. Righto, can gone. Okay, Great Northern gone. Tell us about the Boffa stretch.
Oh,
What?
Fuck off.
Dave Parker. What's that? What's that mean, Dave Parker?
No.
He's a Taipan guru. What's Boffa stretch?
Building walls. Fuck you, Dave.
Hey, not I swear. You building what?
Building walls for concept fibres.
Yeah, right. Dave wouldn't be setting you up. He's not that type of bloke.
Yeah.
He's obviously embarrassed. I want to get behind this story. It's got him. We'll have to investigate a little bit more about the Boffa stretch. Thanks for your intel there, Dave. Brett White's watching. Brett, you'll be happy, mate. I've got the good old design hat that you gave me last year. Righto, so we're 2 minutes to go. A little bit of puff on here. A little bit of a private one coming through just for our little racetrack. So we may get the white guys, might get out on the wire off this start. Young Ethan in the middle of the course, our winner from last year. That's him there. Last race, sorry. That beer's already got to me. Bloke likes going backwards is here. So I'm not sure what he's, just watch it. I reckon there'll be people right on the boat here. His tactics will be probably to not go backwards at the start. For you kids playing at home, it's a pretty fast way of racing. 1 minute to go, 1 minute to go. The 2023 Taipan. Oh, there's a bit of yelling already. We're under a minute. Brad Ashmore coming in trying to find a hole. We've got Peter Goldie down there in the blue boat. He's a fair way back, hasn't really got a slot to go through there. Boat number 10 is Brad Ashmore. He's fairly advanced on the start line. Stevie Ramsden, he is well and truly on the start line here. It is game on here, baby. Everyone is going racing. Nice start by everyone, including Ethan, our winner from race number 1, right in the middle of the fleet and gone already. 1 boat length, 2 boat length. And like I said, nice little puff. Good little squeeze out here. Got to hope we don't run into some competitors. Right, go to the bottom. Get to the bottom of the gate if you can, mate. Just watch boat 11. So there it is. Good start there by Ethan and leads the fleet by that 1 boat length he got. Mick Colcliffe right up his Belurka. And they are chasing it hard out to the right-hand side. Rowan McAdam decided to throw it straight into a jibe around the gate. I think he was hoping for that puff of breeze, but it's literally just evaporated. The glamour boy, Sammy Bredden, I think you pronounce his last name. Sorry, Sam, if that's wrong. He's coming out this way as well. I reckon he's a bit of a dark horse. He likes the light airs. He looks pretty fast there. But our leader, young Ethan, who got spat out at the start, he's looking quite nice. He's in the middle of the fleet there. Bows pointing straight towards the bottom gate. And hey, he looks quite well. Mick, who was second round at top mark, went a little bit further and he's coming in a lot hotter, which makes sense. Better angle. Will that pay off that little bit of extra pain at the top? He's chewing him at the moment. Ethan is looking around, not much he can do. Mick is coming in 2-1 boat speed. Good racing here between Mark. He got second in the first race, and Dave Young. Kenny, the plumber, he's our series sponsor. So well done to you, Kenny. Thanks for the bag too, mate. Much appreciated. Right, here we go. The action is on the bottom mark. Mick has decided to bail out. Actually, it's not Mick, it's Craig Harden. I've got my 1s and my 7s wrong. Bloody bow numbers are hard to read, plus I'm blind. So, young Ethan decided to go left. He led at the top mark. He's gone left. There's a Mark, who led the first race to right at the end, went around that mark. Apparently allowed to hit the mark with your tiller and all that. That's allowed. It's on camera there, Mark, so you can work that out when you get back. Look at the cluster fluster we're going to have here. Number 12 is Sammy Bredden. He's going to get on the inside of 4, Peter Goldie. Number 11 is Dave Hillier. Dave's going to try and squeeze through or squeeze over or squeeze somewhere. Very well behaved. Nice work by all guys. Sam Bredden on the inside. Peter Goldie's got his bow down and trying to get out of Sam's dirty air. It's very short, literally one tack. One tack works. Have a go at the right hander old Ethan's got over here. He is owning this fleet. The newbie, there might be some scrutiny going on about his kit because he is fast. Bit of a header there, but he's coming in at the top mark. There's a good gust of breeze coming straight down his throat. So if he can launch onto that, he'll be gone. Bow down attitude, out on trapeze. Looks weird, but obviously it's fast. Here's the cross. As it paid off late for the guys that come in from the left-hand side. It's going to be neck and neck at this top mark. Ethan's coming over from the right. I think that's bow 1. I think it's... Oh no, that's all I got caught out with before. Bow 1. Just tacking right in front of him. Ethan right around the outside. Buffalo girl him. Craig Harden was bow 7. He was second at the bottom, and now he is third. So there's the race there between young Ethan and Mick. Mick talked it up. He said he's going to win. Mark, sorry, talked it up. I don't know, he talked it up. One of the bloody twins. I think that beer's already got to me. Righto, so we've got Ethan and Mark heading back to the shore. The rest of the fleet's coming out. Look at this action at the top mark here. Boat's tacking, getting in irons. Number 9 is Stevie Ramsden. Nowhere to go. Had to pull the handbrake on. That's probably not fast. All over the mark like a fat kid in a candy store. Hands are up. He's spat. Let's get up there. Let's see if he's blowing up. Hands are up. He's blowing up everywhere. Brad Ashmore. Watch this guy jibing. So Brad's gone from duking out for 4th. Peter Goldie's all over that mark too. What you doing, Brad? Mate, well, the idea is to go around the mark, not through it or over it. You're in a good spot then and you completely stuffed it. Anyway, it's not over yet. Keep going. The good thing is we got it on film. I'll tell you what, make it your goal to pull one back. I said pull one back, not 20. 20 more. You got to go around it, mate. Around it. Like you got a boat builder in the boat here, he'll come and polish that pink stuff off the side of your boat. He's had one. Righto, let's get down the bottom. Yes, we do. Righto, righto, let's hit down there on the bottom. He's had one. He ain't going anywhere. So it looks like young Ethan down around the bottom mark, clean as a whistle, 4, 5, 6 boat lengths ahead of Mark. Let's go and chase him, mate. Actually, no, let's go and watch this. I think there'll be a bit on here. Just hanging behind all this. So we're going to get a bit of Mark action. Go in, go in, go in. So there's your leader, Ethan. Doing it quite comfortably at the moment. Saying that, he'll fall into a hole and come last. You watch the commentator's curse. Mick second. Looks like Craig Harden in 3rd. Got Davey Young in 4th. Close between Sam the Glamour Boy and bow number 2. Is that Patch?
Yeah, no,
Yep.
that's
Mick, yep. Bow number 2 in Noah, my lady. So he's coming in 5th there. So most of them want to go to this right-hand side. Is that a case of because the leader went there, they're all going there, or there's breeze coming down? I think what they've worked out, it's up here, one tack, then into the finish. So let's follow this down. Let's follow Ethan, see if we can get 2 from 2. So Ethan's tacking now. Mate, we've already seen him finish. We'll sit here and we'll get a bit of action. These guys will come in pretty hot, I reckon. So we'll sit and watch these guys come in. So they're going to the right-hand buoy. No one's coming from that side. So at this stage, without some sort of absolute disaster, young Ethan McAuliffe will be 2 from 2 with a nice clean pair of heels there. Mark, who led the first race and lost it on the buoy, he's coming in for 2nd. So off Ethan goes, round the mark, reaching into the finish. That rig would have to fall out of the sky for him to lose from there. I've had that happen to me once before, and Tommy Slicksby called him on the Bang in the Corners Cup, said he can't lose, and next minute he dropped his tiller extension. So anyway, shit happens. Number 7 is Craig Harden. In for 3rd. There it is, Ethan over for a win. Craig Harden getting chased hard by Davey Young. Dave might have a little bit of momentum on him here. He's out in the wire. Could be a good race for 3rd. There he goes. Oh, he's going to run up his horse. Oh, mixing a world of hurt here. He's got to do a short tack. That's going to cost him. 12 is Sam Brett, 13 is Mark Braithwaite. Good race between those pair. Mick, who talked it up at the start, saying he's going to win it. Unfortunately, there was 7 boats in front of him, so otherwise he would have won. Bad luck, Mick. Be better, son. Peter Goldie in the Goldfinger. Chased hard by Rowan McAdam. So we'll follow these guys over the finish. Peter Goldie there, no real pressure. Rowan McAdam, nice looking rig, that thing. Spends a lot of time tinkering on his boat, I reckon. Okay, let's hold here, see who's going to come last. I think it's our mate again.
No, someone else now. Someone different.
Oh, it was too. Number Dave Hillier. Just saved yourself a shout at the bar there, Dave. Second to last. Who's our lucky? Oh, well, really, the last one's a guy that couldn't get around that top mark. He's lost a bow. No, he hasn't. It's bow number 8. That's Ash Johnson. Right, let's go and chat to. Let's go and chat to bow 12, Sam. I think his wife's watching. Well, Keena is watching. Hopefully that's his wife. It's going right in front of us, I think he is. Mate, be better. Sam, is your wife Keena? Is your wife's name Keena? Keena. Do you have a relative named Keena? Okay. What didn't work then, did it? What do you think of that race? Did he do a spin? Who was it? Boat 10, so that's Brad Ashmore.
Oh, that's the guy.
That's him here, can't get around the marks. He got caught at the top marks, a bit of karma got him. Yeah, he was tied up at the top mark and then he pulled out, so you won that battle. It's pretty close racing, eh? Oh, it's your sister-in-law, Dave Parker said. Yeah. Kiana. Yeah, Dave Parker's, oh, mate, I'm half blind. Oh, Kiana, Keana, there it is. Sorry. Jay and Hux said, have a go, Uncle Sam. Who's Jay and Hux? Have a go then. Stop being a glamour boy and have a crack. He's being a glamour boy. He's needs to get a bit ugly. It's good conditions to get ugly. You can't do too much damage. There we go. Race 3's already in sequence. What's your tactics for this start? I reckon hang back and pull the trigger. Don't get caught in the front line because it's slow. That's just my advice, but that's why I'm standing behind the camera and you guys are racing. What do you reckon, young fella?
Yeah, I reckon hang back and go for speed.
Just go for it. Time on distance and go for it.
Don't sit down where fucking Mick is.
Make a name for yourself. Come in with 10 seconds to go at 45 knots. Let's just quickly go and see this bloke. Still got 3 minutes, so. Bow number 12, we'll go give him a bit of a, bow 13, Mark Braithwaite. Actually, it was 11, wasn't it? Oh, watch his total extension. Just try and get around that mark today. That was Brad Ashmore for the yous watching at home. Had a complete and utter screw up. So what? I reckon the leeward end's better. Oh, nah. You just do whatever you want to do, mate. You do you, and I'll do me. Bailey's F18 Star Tactics. That's from Pete Skews. What's that? Just hang back and go for it. Pete Skew, I did my time with Pete. That's boat builders. There you go. Here we go. Everyone's hanging back a little bit. We've got 1 minute to go. Bit of argy-bargy here. Pete Goldie's trying to get Brad Ashmore to get it up. Pete Goldie's pulled the trigger. Has he gone early? I think he's prematurely congratulated himself there. Oh, he's had to pull the handbrake right on. Here we go. Mick Colcliffe nailed the start, as well did Ethan McAuliffe again. Oh, look at this. Tiller extension gone. That's not good. That's an expensive little, sorry mate, keep it up. We've got some tape. So that now he's got to go around the whole racetrack with a short tiller extension. Oh, look out, we've got a new leader. Mick Colcliffe leading in My Lady. Ethan second. The guy that can't get around Mark's real good. Brad Ashmore in third. Mark's a little bit deep. Peter Goldie's up there this time. Mark Braithwaite's up there this time. So there's a few different contenders up the front of the fleet. Where's Glamour Boy? Where'd we tell him? Hit the line. Ah, he's about mid-fleeter. So we just seen the guy off Onyx snap his tiller extension. Sometimes they carry a spare in the boom, but look at this, just round the top mark. We've had a bit of a left-hand shift looking upwind. These guys straight around the top mark, straight down the bottom. So Mick Colcliffe leads from Ethan McAuliffe. Number 10, Brad Ashmore coming in super hot from the right-hand side here. He's got a bit of redemption to make after completely screwing up that top mark in race number 2. He just squeezed over the bow of Peter Goldie. Pete let him off. Oh, no, he didn't. There's a T-bone. Port starboard. Sorry, mate. Sorry, mate. So, we'd have to think Brad Ashmore's a bit loose. He's hitting marks, hitting boats. What are you doing, mate? I think he's trying to make the highlight reel. That's what I reckon. He's come out here today and he thought, you know what? I'm going to hit every single thing on the mark. More hits than the Beatles so far is Brad Ashmore. But anyway, there is a race going on. It's Mick Colcliffe around first. Young Ethan second.
All right. Is this on camera?
Hang on a second.
He turned in rather than turning down.
Did he?
He thought, I'll knock him out. That's not good.
What, were you on port?
I was on board.
Oh, right, okay. Okay, righto. I'll have to read which part of port gives way to, starboard gives way to port. He's had one. Anyway, I reckon go follow him. He's probably going to take someone else out. The human highlight reel. Anyway, yeah, why not? I reckon he probably got a bit of smoke to burn off there. So let's go see what carnage you can create. Big Stevie Ramsden not liking these conditions. Light. Sam Bredd, the Glamour Boy, in underneath him. Some of these blokes are... There's Ash Johnson, the gentle giant. He'd be pushing about 130 kegs. Not liking the fact that he can't get down on the trapeze. I know. These guys are about 7th, 8th and 9th, but we're going to give them a bit of loving. Just tell Steve's just got no horsepower. Got everything pretty tight. The rest of the fleet's carrying some loose cunno. Steve seems to have a fair bit on there. Not sure whether that's a cut of his sail or how you sail these things, but anyway, good breeze over the right here. These guys might get something. The majority of the fleet's gone left hard, and That's them way up there. That should lead her way up in the distance. Off that headland now. But they are knocking back. Look at this. Sammy Bread. Puff of the day. Fully trapezing, bow down. Belly full stretch. Heaps of rotation in his mast. Lots of depth in that sail. And out all off and absolutely smoking. He's gone from about 7th to probably 2nd, I reckon, in one gust. Oh, he's dumping gear. It's a cyclone over here. Captain Chaos here in bow 10, Brad Ashmore. He's just as liable to put him. Oh, look at this. They're actually flying holes here. They're dumping gear. Sail makers will be out putting reefs in these things soon. It's blowing that hard. Okay, Mick's leading around top marks for the last time. Back down to the bottom, and we've got Sam, who was fairly deep. He's 2nd. So 3 guys that went out to the right are now 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Big Stevie Ramsden slams one in to the right-hand side mark, and he's all over it. But anyway, rubbin's racing, as they say. It's a big right-hand shift. Steve's trying to stick onto that. He's taking advantage of the breeze from the right-hand side, and he's pointing his bows not too far away from the bottom mark, so it might pay off. Mark Colcliffe, bow number 1. He's a bit deep today in this race. You got Davey Young, Peter Goldie, and Mark Braithwaite all coming round this right-hand side. Dave Hillier. Dave doesn't like it light. It's fair to say. You like the light airs, Dave? You like the light airs? Just confirmation there from Dave. Righto, so the guys that went around the left-hand gate, Ethan and Co, and Sam, they're coming in a nice puff from this right-hand side. Captain Chaos has made up some room, Brad. It's all Mark Colcliffe at this stage. Mick and Mark. That's just painful calling them the same. Bow number 2 is around the mark first. Mick Colcliffe. Crash Bash is his nickname. As you can see in the background there, for those of you who've just joined us, that's the new Southern Lake Macquarie power generation unit. The big candles in the sky that are going to light up the lake when the power gets turned off from the power station. So, be interested to see how that works. Who's that in 2nd? We have Sammy Bredden in around a 2nd. Ethan loves this right-hand gate. Is he going to go it again? I think he is. He's the lone soldier over there because everyone else is going to this left-hand gate. But his theory is one less tack. The 4.5 legend Mark just slams it in around the mark. Stevie Ramsden, he's got his cranky pants on. He gets in there and bashes it in front of Craig Harden and Dave Young. Mick Colcliffe, we might go and follow Mick. It's his first win. He talked the talk in race number 2. He didn't deliver, but at this stage he is delivering. Tacked onto a glamour. And we're going to follow him all the way to the top mark. So it's up here, the top mark, 1 tack and in. Will he break the 2 race wins from young Ethan at this stage? He's got to be. Has to be. Oh, he's already showing off. Don't show off yet, mate. He's waving to his fans. He still has to do a tack. Young Ethan's looking over his shoulder over here. He's a long way off the mark. Let's follow him all the way in and around. Follow him around. Righto, round he goes. Lots of breathing space. Let's get right above him and follow him in. Second is Daylight. He's doing a bit huffing and puffing. He hasn't been to the gym in the off season. Good pressure about to hit him on the nose here. Nor'easter's coming in at Lake Macquarie. How about a bit of a showboat over the line? There you go. He gets a win. About time, he says. Righto, let's just pull up and hold here. Let's see what happens for second and third. I think young Ethan has been bashed. That left-hand side upwind has not paid at all. Bow number 12, is Sam the Glamour Boy. Over he goes. Salutes the RCOs there with a nice little hole fly. Righto, a bit of racing on here. Brad Ashmore, the man who can hit everything in the lake. And if he can't hit it, he'll find something else to hit. Finally, over for third. Ethan McCaleb, who was second, back to fourth. That really cost him that left-hand side, big right-hand shift. Mark goes over for fifth. Dave Young, our series sponsor. Kenny, as they call him, the plumber. Stevie Ramsden, the big fella. Big fella from Wagga Wagga, or somewhere out that way. Over for seventh. Helter Skelter, Craig Harden, sorry. Over for eighth. Mark Braithwaite, Long Lost Bud is his nickname. He's over for ninth. For Peter Goldie. Peter was up there at the top mark of the first lap. Had a bit of a shocker. So who's our lucky last contenders here? Oh, the big fella again. Dave Hillier. He's gone, it looks like he's coming in last. So we had this one massive gust, big right-hand shift, and those who went to the left got murdered. Dave Hillier coming over the line now, the Sea Dog. All these nicknames were given to everyone by Mark Colcliffe, the 4.5 legend, as he calls himself. And if you only just caught up with the coverage, Mark and Mick are carrying ribbons on their mainsail today to mark the passing of their beloved mother earlier on last week, and they're dedicating today's racing to her. So nice touch, boys. And our thoughts are with the family and hope everything's okay. 90 years old. He said she carried a good life, lived a great life, and passed away peacefully. So condolences to the Colcliffe family, but the boys are here in her honour today. Okay, who can we go and interview? Pick someone. Young Bailey? Mick? Yeah, why not? Yeah, let's go get him. Glamour Boy getting a suntan there. Where is he? He's over here somewhere signing autographs. We'll try and get Stevie Ramsden if we get a chance. Who? Stevie. He's sailing with a bit of anger. That's 7-1. Righto. Mick, you talked it up race 2 and you had a shitter. So you eventually found your way in race 3, mate. How was that?
All about the start, Jody.
Mate,
All about the start.
it's amazing what happens when you hit the start line with speed.
It is. Going backwards on the start, not good. Going forward on the start, good.
Mate, we talked to your brother when he won. He got second in the first race, and we talked about the ribbons. So I just told him running home about your mother. It's a nice touch, you and your brother carrying the ribbons today, mate. So all out having a bit of fun for her. Good on yous, mate.
She loved her sailing. Absolutely loved it.
I'm sure she loved your boys and the antics that you pair would bring to her family life. So congratulations on honouring her today. Getting a win for her, mate.
Yeah.
Good on you. Well done, pal. What are you going to do in this next start?
I'm going to go forward and be moving fast at the start.
Awesome.
That's me.
Right, mate, you're getting pounded, young Bailey. Dave Parker wants to know when he gets his new circular saw. What's the story behind the circular saw? Hang on, what's happening there, mate? Dave Parker's bringing out all the gremlins for you, mate. What's happening?
Oh,
Come on, look down the camera and tell Dave when you're going to give him his circular saw.
he's not going to ever get it.
Why? What happened?
Oh, I just cut his cable.
What's he doing using power? It's 2023, Dave. Use bloody battery powers, you tight ass. You're worth $1 million living down there on the peninsula in bloody Melbourne. I think he lives next door to Eddie Maguire, doesn't he? Dave Parker. Let's go see Stevie Ramsden. So there you go, Dave Parker. You're never getting your circular saw back. Buy some Milwaukee gear, mate. Go battery powered. Big Stevie Ramsden. Mate, you look like you're sailing with anger. Yeah, you're throwing your tiller around, you're slamming your boom around. What's wrong, mate? You've been doing a lot of work in the off season? Yeah. What's that been consisting of? Seafood? Yeah, nice work, mate. Nice work. So we're talking about your rig setup. You look very tight compared to everyone else. Your cunner, your outhaul, the whole lot looks tight compared to the other boys. But maybe it's just the way you sail. I don't know. Bit of food for thought, possibly. That big kegs of yours needs some grunt. So does your power. So anyway, you want a beer, mate? For our major sponsors, Great Northern, who are going to come on board, they just don't know it yet. Sponsor the Taipan fleet. There you go, mate. I want to see you hit the line with speed now. And I reckon this little nor'easter's trying to puff in here.
I got a bit bogged down on that last one. It was at the front. But just
Yeah, he went in early.
too low.
Oh, you were in low.
Yeah, rolled over the top.
Yeah. I think that mid to top line is the go with pressure somehow.
Well, the first one wasn't. It come in low on just happy days, but it just sort of swung a little bit north. And, it didn't work out.
You'll have to probably yell. I don't know what people can hear, but anyway, he said he went low, had a shitter, and then got flogged. That's what he said. So, anyhow, there we go. We're you better scull that beer, mate. We're 3 minutes away from race number 4. Oh, here we go. He's going to shot it. You country boys. What's the name of that guy? Luke. What's his name? Luke Coombs. There you go. Beer gone. Righto, mate. Get into it. Bailey's called the bottom end of the start. I'm sure Dave Parker's got something he can say about that. John Kirsch is on. Hey, Kirshy, a Hobie legend, catamaran legend. Back in the Rathmines catamaran days. They were the days. Bring back Raffy's Cat Club. Righto, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And we're in for race number, what's this, mate? 4?
3.
No, we've had 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Ethan won 2.
Oh, yeah, race 4.
Race 4, Jesus Christ, mate. You're supposed to be the brains of this outfit. Race number 4 of the 2023 City Coast Plumbing Taipan GP Series. And the breeze has increased probably about maybe a knot and a half, little puffs. But more importantly, it's gone way right. So it's going to make this reach into this top gate, pretty interesting. What that sort of tells me is maybe the sea breeze is trying to get in. We had a north-nor'wester down here in Mannering Park early this morning, and it's hopefully the sea breeze kicks and yeah, it's going to be cooler, isn't it there, Bailey? So what they haven't done, they haven't changed the 1 minute ago, they haven't changed the racetrack at all. So what'll end up, it'll be a bit of a screaming reach over here, then a quick jibe and one legger down to the bottom gate. So the first mark is going to be all on Donkey Kong, because I reckon everyone's going to want to spin their boat pretty quick, which means maybe some action. Righto, so here we go. Mick Colcliffe, as usual, in early. Pulls the handbrake on at the start, less than a minute to go. Bow 11, Dave Hillier. He's down really low, doesn't like the light airs. Big Dave. Where is Crash Adams, number 10, Brad Ashmore. He's top end of the course there. He's probably going to take out the start-finish boat. Number 9 is Stevie Ramsden. He talked it up. He's in early. Pulled the handbrake on there. He has Steve. He's just parked it. If someone comes down here, bow 3 is Dave Young. If he pulls the trigger there, he could go all right if he can get through this fleet. Bow 5, over early. That is Rowan McAdam. Rowan. Okay, so it looks like it's Mark Colcliffe. Got away from that line. Oh, will he get across? I don't think he's going to get across. He's going to get rolled here. Ethan is there as usual. Here we go. The jibe will be on. Everyone will want to slam one in. So Mark goes first. Mick goes second. Ethan has to go with him. You've got to pretty much throw because the breeze has swung way right, and it'll send you straight down to the bottom gate there, which is right off Mannering Park Sailing Club. The guys that kept going right bow right up, so they're trying to hold off. There's a little learn to sail fleet over there too, so that could be a little bit of shit fight for them. Anyway, the big boys are all here. Mick, Mark, Ethan, Peter Goldie's in this one. Dave Young's in this one. Stevie Ramsden, he talked it up. He sculled the beer. He's got a bit of energy about him. He's 147 kgs. Big off-season for Steve. Been on a meat diet out there in the bush. Righto, so everyone now is on port tack, heading down to the mark. I think you're right, young fella. Young Bailey's called it. Bit of carnage. Mark Colcliffe still leading. Ethan has jibed off just here to the left. He's set up for the mark. Mick's jibed off as well. Tell you, it looks all right here is Sam Breeden. Way over that right-hand side. It's coming in with that a bit of pressure from the north-northeast. He's already got his board down. He's going to hit that left-hand lay. They've got to tack early too, because this bottom gate is right on the shallows. So there's no room for everyone. Look at this. There's boats going everywhere. It's a full-on helter-skelter session. Shout out to you, Craig Harden. Okay, Patch, number 1. Mick Colcliffe round first. Ethan McAuliffe right behind him in second. Third is Dave Young. 12 is Sam Breeden. Number 2 is Mick Colcliffe's gone to the right-hand gate. So there's our leader out and around. Stevie Ramsden's followed him to the left. Mark Braithwaite's followed him to the left. Captain Chaos.
Oh, a bit of carnage over here.
A bit of bow 6, which is Rowan McAdam, straight into Craig Harden. Straight into him. Big, how's your father? Bang, straight into him. Gone. T-bone. Sail on, but these boys don't yell and scream. They all know that Rubbin's racing. And which way do you reckon, young fella?
Go left. I'll go right.
Go left, the other right. Tell you what, Mark looks all right over there on the far left. He just needs something to get back on. He's very well advanced on the course, but his only problem is he's got to get through that learn to sail fleet. Definitely a right-hand shift. The whole course is going right. There's the gate just up here in front of us. 1, 2. There's our leader way over there. And he looks fast. Look at the gust he's in all of a sudden. Watch Stevie. Give it to it. And go over that way. Okay, so first work. And it looks like it's Mark in the patch machine. Going to lead us at the top mark. You've got a great gust from the right-hand side. Ethan McAuliffe, he's there and thereabouts. Here comes Mick from the left. Close here between Mick and Dave Young. Mick's had to put the bow down. Go around the back of Dave. Not much inches there. So now he's got a bit of work to do. He's got to tack. If he didn't duck, then he would have made that top gate. That duck has just cost him dearly. Now he's going to come over the bow of Sam Bredd. A bit of port starboard here. Mark Braithwaite's calling. Peter Goldie's going to go across, is he? Or is he going to tack? Oh, Pete's going to hang in there. It's 12 and 13. Sam Bredd and Mark Braithwaite in a nice little battle there. Helter Skelter, number 7, Craig Harden got absolutely bashed out of that little session. Now we've got a bit of a rudder cavitation on Brad Ashmore's boat here. Captain Chaos probably hit a sea turtle or something on him. The only thing he hasn't hit today. Yep, we'll go down the bottom here. So we'll go down the bottom for the final time. Then back up to the finish for race number 4 of the 2023 City Coast Taipan Sailing Series. Brought to you by City Coast Plumbing and the Taipan Association down here at Mannering Park Sailing Club on beautiful Lake Macquarie. Sun's out, guns out. Unfortunately, the wind isn't to our liking, but the racing is still close. Stephen Brayshaw is on board. Stephen Brayshaw, how are you, sir? Mark Colcliffe round the mark in first, pulls the handbrake on and upwind he goes. Ethan McAuliffe right in behind him, 1 boat length behind, and the chase is on. Who are you going to back here on this work? Young Ethan's been pretty slippery. Thing is, Mark can just dump all over him. They've only got to go out here, 1 tack into this nice pressure line from the right up to the top mark and then into the finish boat. Let's follow these guys. I think everyone will come over this way by the looks of it. Mark hasn't won. He was leading the first race all the way around. Then Ethan stole it off him right at the final mark. Can Mark redeem himself here? Well, there you go. Young Bailey's called. He's going to tack early. What's he going to do? He's not even looking at him. He's looking backwards. Mark's decided, looking over his back shoulder. Classic move. Throws it into attack. Ethan's going to go below him and try and outpace him. No, he's going beyond him. Interesting. Pretty much just let him go there, didn't he, Bales? Went first and made him make a decision. Look at that, nice pressure now. Pulled a couple of boat lengths, so 1 boat length apart at the bottom mark. Now he's about 6 or 8 in front. For an old fella, they get these things around the course pretty good, these Colcliffe boys. They've been doing it for a while. Young Ethan on a big stretch there. Nick Colcliffe right here. Trying to hang in there for 3rd. There you go, there's Mark around. Final mark. Tacked clean. Who's this coming through here? Dave Young, is it?
Yep.
Plenty of pace on Dave. I don't think he's going to have enough to catch Ethan, but port starboard here with Mick and Dave. Dave's across the bow. So there it is. Mark going over for race number 4. Gets a win. Young Ethan, Mr. Consistent, in for second. There it is. Dave Young in for third. Let's follow Mick Colcliffe in. Just hang there, young fella. Beautiful. Righto, park up there. Righto, there's Mick going over for 4th. The glamour boy, Sammy Bredden, in for 5th spot. Oh, sorry, getting me frame. Closely followed by Mark Braithwaite. What do we got back here? We've got number 4, Peter Goldie. $165 kgs on the wire. Stevie Ramsden. Look at that bow sinking. Pushing some serious steel, that thing. Craig Harden coming over right in front of Mr. Damage, Captain Chaos. Brad Ashmore, I think the newbie. Oh, he's going to hit the bloody finish boat here. Oh, hello. Hello. I tell you what, his nickname is just about to be changed. I can guarantee you that. Captain Crash or Crash something. Maybe call him Airbag. Huh? Airbag's a good name for him. Those of you who are listening and playing at home. Dave Hillier. He's consistently just doesn't like the light airs, the big unit. Let's go and talk to Crash. I think we need to talk to Crash. I was 23. Just finished my beer. Test rig. Can't, Pete. We can't use all bloody Barkarati's sayings. We need to come up with our own. Where is he?
I don't know.
What's his tiller extension? What's your tiller extension, mate? What's your tiller extension?
Sorry, voted on.
Brad, you're down here as the newbie. All right, so I guess it's because you're new to the class. I think your nickname's about to change to, no, I reckon Airbag. Yeah, because that's what happens when you crash in there and airbag goes off. You nearly hit the start-finish boat there, mate.
There's an inherent issue with the rudders of these systems.
What,
They can be attacked. They just lose them. Like I lost them.
I think
Rudders just non-existent.
I think the issue is the person holding the tiller. That's the issues with the rudder.
Either that or they're sort of out from green.
Okay, right. So let's
Why should they be pointing
forward.
forward?
Yeah. And when you move that black sticky thing, they do what you tell it to. So,
Back on the pipes, otherwise the rudders don't want to know you.
okay, right. So it's the rudder's fault. So the rudder manufacturer of the Gel Tech, is that the name of your
Watching this,
2 inches longer, righto? And put some bumper things on the front of your boat.
mine.
Maybe some pool
But
noodles.
hang on, if somebody hits me, if somebody steers into me,
Yep.
now, there's reason to have that was intentional to try and stop me from coming, whatever it was I was coming at the time. I think I was at that 4th spot.
Righto.
So I dropped down the last.
Okay, we'll take that to the jury.
You want to try and take me out? That's fine. I can play this game.
Tell Dave Parker said, tell him to call Concept Fibres for new rudders.
Concept fibers make them 2 inches longer.
Yep.
A little bit narrower, I think.
Dave Parker will whip them up for you for about 30 grand each.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, awesome. Righto, mate. See,
How many more races we got?
another couple.
He said one, you said two.
Just don't do me a favour. Don't hit the power station. We'll all lose our power tonight. All right, it's probably the only thing you haven't hit down here today. Righto, let's go. Northeast is trying to kick in too.
Which way's north?
That way.
Thank you.
I know, 3 minutes to go. Race number, Bailey? 5. There we go. He's learned to count. The young fella, he's doing well. What do you think of that, Bales? Bit of, what do you reckon about his excuse of someone else trying to run into him? Bit of smack. I've just had from Diversion Tactics, name change again to Book of Excuses. Yeah, righto. Book of Excuses. Teabag, test rig, Pete Skews on test rig. It's always beautiful up here in Scoozy. Lake Macquarie looks beautiful. Looks bloody beautiful there. It is nice up here. It's bloody nice. Unfortunately, the breeze is not playing the game, but like I said, it's a bit of an inherited thing of any sailing event. In the last couple of weeks / months, just been no wind. Mothworlds, disaster. Sail GP, no breeze. TP52s, no breeze. The World Match Race, World Series Racing, Club Racing they just had over in America, no breeze. Look at this coming. So I'm not sure if you can see here on the water, but it's just little puffs of breeze coming over this point here. That's normally where the nor'easter starts pumping in. The breeze is getting a little bit colder, so would be nice to get a nor'easter, especially in this racetrack, because it'd just be a dead set reach-a-thon.
Good start.
Bailey's called it. We're going to the top. Young McAuliffe, Ethan McAuliffe, mate. He's 1-1-2-5 or something. I think his point score is at the moment. He's killing it. Although Mick's done all right. He's been there. Mark's sort of always consistently there. Less than a minute to go. And it looks like, well, geez, some people are hanging right back. Less than a minute to go. Bow 13. Mark Braithwaite in early. How long we got? 25 seconds. Mark Braithwaite in super early. He can't hold there for 25 seconds. Watch that anchor rope, mate. That would be embarrassing. Breeze has come way around to the north. Dave Young's coming in late and hot. Nah, he's gone. Mark Braithwaite out of there. Good start by the rest of the free. Mark Braithwaite's had a shocker. Sam Bredden's had a nice one. Mark's just going for it. He says, stuff it, I'm into it. Doesn't matter if you're early. Rules are only for people who want to break them.
Oh,
There is two. Bow 3, Dave Young straight into the back of Ethan. Overtaken both, Dave. Must keep clear. Ash Johnson. How you finding it, Ash? Bit light, mate? Peter Goldie. Not a very good start by Pete. Oh, there's bumping going on everywhere here. Craig Harden is all over the top of Mick Colcliffe. Have a go at this. Pete Goldie last at the first mark. Dave Young's decided to do some circles. Yeah, Dave Young, he was second last at the top mark. Jibed early into about 6th position, bang. That's what happens when you read the racetrack. Some guys going out here for pressure. Mark Braithwaite, fastest boat in the fleet at the moment. The leaders have stopped. The pack is chasing. Captain Airbag's here. What's he going to do? He's still blowing up about the crash. Focus on the race. Focus on the race, mate. He's still blowing up. He's still blowing up about the crash 2 races ago. Look at the nor'easter. He just won't let it go. We should call him Frozen. Let it go, let it go. Oh, we've got a drama over here. We've got Pete Goldie's. Looks like he's got a bit of damage. He's facing the wrong way. That's not good. I don't want to see anyone have to pull out. But have a go. This little hungry pack. Plenty going on at this bottom mark. And Mark Colcliffe making that Taipan 4.9 very, very wide. Ethan in for second. Sam Breeden in for third. Oh, yelling and screaming. We got yelling and screaming, banging and clanging. Dave Hillier just got hammered by Mark Braithwaite. Mark Room. Stevie Rams is calling for Mark Room. I'd be worried about them just going straight through you. Number 6 is Rowan McAdam, really late on that mark. Captain Chaos is in amongst it again. He faces the wrong way. Face forward, mate. Get into him. Oh, number 8. Ash Johnson just went one hull either side of the bottom mark. Yeah, Palante on there. He's got to go back around. Oh, he's in the shallows there. Be careful in there with your rudders, mate. That could end very sad. Okay, we do have a race on our hands. We've got 5 boats going on the right-hand bottom gate. And they go straight up the course. Our leaders are just tacking. Mark Colcliffe, Ethan McAuliffe. Sam Breton done a nice job in his tack. Then he gets spat out of there. He's got good boat speed. He is very fast. A lot of wash coming off Mark's rudders there. He seems to be having a fair few dramas. As soon as he gets up on a heel, gets a lot of dirty water coming over his windward rudder. Will they go left-hand gate straight into a jibe? You'd have to think that would be the call, wouldn't you? Here he goes, leading at the top mark. It's that man again, Mark Colcliffe, with a handy lead. Just clearing himself from some boats coming over here on Port Windward boat. Must keep clear, so he's got a gap there to get through. Ethan slow in second. Sam just keeps going. Mick coming up the top mark. He's got a bit on there. Bow number 6, Rowan McAdam, coming in really fast. Can he get out and around these big group of boats? Tacking underneath him, Stevie Rams and one of them. He needs to jibe and jibe quickly. Head back down towards this bottom mark. There they go. Just got to be careful of these boats coming over on port. As soon as they jibe their windward boats. Number 10, Brad Ashmore, Captain Chaos. Hasn't made that. Oh, yes, he has. He just give it a little flick at the end. SRS airbag. We've got to come up with a name for him out there, people. Something to do with crash test dummy or something. But what do we got in the racetrack? Breeze is trying to come in from the left. Looks like any Peter Goldie fans out there. Pete looks like he's heading back to shore, so whatever damage he's done is a bit terminal. It's a bit of a shame for Pete. He was going all right. We're currently on Craig Harden bow, number 7. The Living Legend is his nickname. Obviously, he didn't give that to himself. Go down to the bottom, young Bales, and see what's in. So around the bottom mark is a Mark Colcliffe and Patch. We're on Stevie Ramsden here. Just won't fill in, mate. Just won't fill in. Very close between Ethan and looks like Mick, is it? Nope, it's Sam, sorry. Ethan and Sam in around that bottom mark. Sam's really low, trying to bow down. He's got some boat speed, Sam. Definitely gets that thing wound up and gets going. Can he live there? Ethan now just trying to drive over the top of him. One tack to the top. Just hang in for a sec. And then we'll rush up to the top. He's still blowing up. Dave Young in around right in front of Craig Harden. There they are there, sorry. Just trying to keep my eye on other boats here. Craig won't be able to live there, he'll be sucking dirty air. Righto, the leaders are tacked. Tacked early this time. Sam's tacked early. Trying to bow down to get in front of Ethan. Then he'll come to the tack. Who can do the best tack? He's just got to keep his gaze going straight to that top mark. So he's just got to make sure he sets himself up for a good tack. Put the pressure on young Ethan, only newbie in the fleet. This could be game on to see who gets second spot here. Mark's doing it quite comfortably. He's actually higher than the mark, which is good news for Sam. He's a right-hander. So Mark's around. He really jumps on that back quarter of that boat and sends it on the tack. Okay, let's see who can do the best job here. Sam can't do it. I'll be going now, Sam, because Ethan's going to tack. There it is, Simo tack. Ethan done a nice job and accelerating out of it. Yeah, done a better job than Sam. And that's pretty much sealed him second spot, and I reckon the regatta. I think it'd be hard to beat from there. So, Mick Colcliffe over for 1. Young Ethan McAuliffe over for 2. Sam over for 3. Good racing. Who we got here? We got there goes Mick over. Mark 1. Mick, Mark, you know the Mick's bow 2. Bow 6 is Rowan McAdam. One more race after this, you beauty. Northeast is trying to fill in. There's Rowan coming over for 5th. Nice work, Rowan. Stevie Ramsden out in trapeze, so it must be blowing 35 knots. Over for 6th. Dave Young over for 7. Helter Skelter, the living legend himself. In at Craig Harden. Oh, we've had a tip. We've had a tip. Hang on a second. What's going on there? 13. Number 10. Captain Chaos, Mr. Airbag. Let's go and have a look, see who this is. How are we going to tip over in this pressure? Gus just got him. Oh, it's the old fella. It's old Dave. He'd be hating this. The breeze finally comes in, he tips over. Just watch he doesn't accelerate into us, mate. You want a beer, Dave? Want a beer? How'd you tip over in 8 knots? If he didn't hear that, he said if he knew, he wouldn't have done it. So he's not having the best of day, I don't reckon. He's going to, we're just going to stick here and put the pressure on you, mate. That's all right. This is how you sail backwards to try and get your bows around. Wet suit, wet sails, tiller extension under the boat. He's getting there. He's giving everyone a rest. He's thinking about the fleet, he reckons. He said, I'm just giving the rest of the fleet a rest. We're going to have one more race after this. We're having another race after this. So you can do redemption. There he goes. You watch this, he's going to do a foiling tack here. That's what you call that shit. Ibby's hating life right there. He'd be tired after the end of the race, tack, and then he had to go through all that, and then us right in his face. Now he's going to struggle to make the mark again here. This is just the gift that keeps on giving. Anyway, how are we going now, mate? He didn't quite make the turning mark, so he's going to have to go and have another crack at it. He's probably about to tell me to F off, I reckon. Yeah, that's right. You wait till the wind picks up. He's going to be all over it. There he goes. He's going to sail over to YE, then he's going to tack. That's better. Now he's going to come in that height. He's probably going to have to trapeze into the finish line. All right, so in for last place. For a well-deserved last place too, just quietly. Oh, he's bow down. He's going to put it through us. He's got it. Oh, get that up, yeah. He's going to. He's had a shocker, but anyway, he's still got a smile on his face. And he's coming in for last. Big deep breath, fixes his hat. And there it is, last for Mr. Dave Hellier, the Sea Dog, as he's affectionately known in the fleet. The Sea Dog. All right, I'm going to give this to you, young Bailey. Have a chat, Bailey.
Have a chat. What do we think about that race?
What do we think about it? What do I think about it?
What did you think about it?
It was interesting. 4, 3, 2, 1, no rest for Dave Hilliard.
No rest.
But, okay, 3 minutes to go for the third and final race of the Coastal City Plumbing, City Coast Plumbing 2023 Taipan Sail. I shouldn't call it Sail GP, it's the GP Sail Sprint Series. How's that, mate? He's just taking it easy, just having a nice big breath. What'd you get, third? Yeah, nice. Third in. Breeze has kicked in about another 2 or 3 knots. Just starting to get fun, and we've got one race to go. Maybe go in and we'll all scull a beer and come back out. Oh, that starts at 4, does it? Oh, yeah, there you go. Knights are playing at Warrior. What's the time?
2:38.
2:38. Oh, that's perfect. I'll be able to scull a beer, go back, get to the pub, watch the footy. Hotel Wanji, if anyone's interested. $5 beers from 3 o'clock till close, I believe, tonight. That might be an official lie, but we'll see how we go. Not my pub. Not my pub. One race to go. Who's going to do what here, young Bales? I reckon they'll leave it all on the racetrack. There'll be no holes barred here. They've got all week to fix their boats after this, so should be game on Donkey Kong under the shadows of the newest solar power station just there. Big solar candles. Sun heats them up and they generate energy. As if you didn't know the Knights are playing at 4, Lucas Geddes. Para's out, mate. Para's out. Football's over. When's the rugby on? Righto, what do we got here? Just go backwards. Just slow backwards and then we'll follow them out because they'll probably come up tight to the boat, I reckon. Okay, bow 13, Mark Braithwaite. Bow 5, Ethan McHale. I reckon Ethan has sewn it up. He's just got to have half a race here and he'd be hard to beat, I reckon. Bow 7, Craig Harden in early. Bow 2, Mick Colcliffe in. Mark Colcliffe's having a crack. 7, 6, 5, 4. Here we go. Game on Donkey Kong. Good start by Ethan if you can get the bow away, which he has. Also good start by Mark Braithwaite. The big units at the back, Captain Chaos. Crash himself way back in the pack. What can he do coming through? He's got boat speed, but just smashes into everyone. Nice start, look at that. The water all churned, now good sailing. Okay, so Ethan first. Oh, look out, we've got boats spinning everywhere here. Mark Braithwaite gone, watch this guy, go backwards. Dave Young, big spin at the mark. Nice work there, young Bailey. Ethan led to the top mark. 50 metres away, jibed, clean air. I reckon he's doing a victory lap here. What do you reckon, Bailey?
I reckon he too. Just do a show off.
Just do a show off, mate. Just keep your bow pointed towards the bottom marks. You can't be beaten. Is that how it works?
Oh, yeah, yes and no. I don't know, I think come in with a little bit of speed.
Big group of guys come over this side. Sam Bredden's over here, Brad Ashmore's over here, Captain Chaos, Mick Colcliffe in an absolute glamour of a gust. Just as we said, Ethan can't be beaten. Well, guess what?
Can't happen.
They're coming at him very fast. I reckon the leader on the racetrack is Sam.
Sam's going to win this one, I reckon.
He's got boat speed, there's no doubt about that. Ethan just got caught in the middle of the course there. Just when we thought he was doing a victory lap. Port starboard's going on here everywhere. Ash Johnson not liking this light airs.
Oh, a bit of a push to show.
Look at this. 3 wide. 3 wide, and guess who's controlling this one? Oh, Captain Airbag. He's just driving off now. Giving the room for the other guys to play. That's Dave Hillier. And you're right there. Sam at Bredden in, around, and gone. 5, 6, 7, 10 boat lengths ahead. Mick Colcliffe in second. 7th is Craig Harden. 13 is Mark Braithwaite. Oh, I think the leaders are over this right-hand side. This is where it's all going to be. What's happened here? Rowan McAdams had a shocker. Just parked up at the bottom mark. What's happening behind us? Ethan's gone over to the left. So that's him just off the point there.
Oh, actually, you might have gone the right way, eh?
No, you went left.
Yeah, he's got the one that will come down.
Did you go the right way or the left?
I reckon he's gone the good way.
Oh, the good way. The correct way, you mean?
Maybe.
Righto, we'll see. Have a go at these guys onto the right-hand side of the course. They've done their tack. They've got pressure and bows are lifting. Always a good sign. Straight up towards the top gate is Sammy Bredden, the glamour boy. Chased hard by Mick Colcliffe. Mark Braithwaite and Craig Harden. So Craig looks very fast on the racetrack there. Ethan has tacked. So the guys that went left, now tacked. They've got to come back over to this side. But I really like what Sam's got on there. Trapezing, a little bit of traveller down and going straight to the gate. It's a bit of a glamour move. Oh, and a nice gust as he enters the gate. Sits down, bow down and around. Ethan has made up some moves there, but he's going to have to go to that right-hand gate. And probably hoping that he can get away from that mid part of the course, which looks a little bit light. So Ethan around, Mick's around, Craig Harden's around. Crash, what's he doing? Nope, he got around. Sorry, that wasn't Crash, that was Mark Braithwaite. Okay, so what's Ethan got in his up his sleeve here? Let's just do a spin around and try and keep an eye on Ethan, and he's jived off. He wants to try and get back towards these guys that have gone over the right-hand side. Sam Bredden was one of them, leading the fleet there. That's him there. I'll try and zoom in on him. There's Sam coming down into the bottom gate. Once again, cross there, bow down. When your two bows are pointing at the gate, that's a pretty decent sign. Ethan's trying to do well to soak down to get in front of this little hungry pack here. But they are coming fast. The two brothers, oh no, it's Helter Skelter, sorry. That's 7 and 1 have been catching me out all day. Where is Mick? He's marked fairway back. Okay, let's jump in on this. Sam Breeden coming into the bottom mark, setting up all his lines. Young Ethan McAuliffe, the Desperado, as they call him. In a great spot just to keep clean and probably take the 2023 Taipan GP Sale Series here in Mannering Park. Oh, right in there. Tell you what, Mick's doing his best to make it hard for him. Nice gust there for Ethan. Accelerates out and away. Out on trapeze. What can Mick do? Can Mick hold him off? Comes out of that mark pretty well. Ethan can't tack there yet. Mick's got him just pinned off. Holds his lane. Ethan's having a look around. He would love to tack earlier, I reckon, but he can't. Can't tack at all. He's looking, waiting for Mick. Mick's just tacking on my terms, young fella. Helter Skelter, Craig Harden's tacked. Mick's tacked right underneath Ethan. Ethan got out of that tack beautiful. Good boat speed. Gone from being in control, being in a controlling position, to controlling Mick now. If you get what I mean. Craig Harden struggling to get out on the wire. All the guys down at the bottom left. Big lifts, and they're going to hate coming back. So Ethan will put the bow down here in a minute and try and go over the top of Mick. Mick's trying to push him up above the gate. Ethan's struggling to live there. Mick's doing a nice job of this. Get it up, he says. Get it up. Get it up, get it up, get it up, get it up. There's your boy room, straight in and around Ethan. Get that up, you Mick. Bang, slam into the tack. Oh, Mick's tacked underneath him. Game on here, baby. Can he get the tack done? No, he can't. Oh, punish. That's a punish. Let's follow. Spin around that way, mate. Oh, go hard, go hard, go hard, go hard. Nearly taking out a competitor there. So, we missed Sam lead. Ethan comes over for second. Mick comes over for third. Craig Harden, we nearly took his bows out, over for fourth. Well done, Craig. Mark Braithwaite over for fifth. Davey Young coming over for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th. Normally after fifth, isn't it?
Yep.
It's been a bit of a long day. First regatta of this season. Who we got here? Bow number 10, Brad Ashmore. Well done, Brad. For 6th spot, 7th spot. Mark Colcliffe back in the pack. He went like that. I think it's pretty much sealed the deal for young Ethan. Yeah, bow number 6, Rowan McAdam coming over for a cruisy 8th or 9th. The big fella, Stevie Ramsden. A bit of air rooting. Humping and pumping his way over the finish line. That's how you had your third child, mate. You want to get that out of your system. You'll have number 4. All right, I think that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's all she rode for the 2023 Taipan Mannering Park Sale GP Sprint Series. What'd you think, mate? Bit of fun? This fella, mate, he's Dave Elliott. He's had a long day. He's going to snack about 30 beers when he gets in. All right, on behalf of the Taipan Association, my name's Jody Shills. I've had a ball out here. Just a bloke in a boat. That's what we're going to start calling it, a bloke in a boat. And I hope you liked it. If you did, share it. If you didn't, bad luck. Delete it. And we'll see you on the next one. Catch ya. Bye-bye.